Welcome back, beautiful souls, to another episode of Bertina's Spiritual Sanctuary, a sacred space where we explore the intersection of healing, spirit, and embodiment. I'm your host, Bertina, and today we're going to dive into a gentle yet profound topic called somatic yoga. We're going to talk about what it is, how it helps us heal, and why it's maybe one of the more powerful spiritual tools that you'll ever use. Whether you're new to somatic practices, returning to your body after trauma or burnout, or simply longing to slow down and listen, this episode is for you. So take a breath with me. Inhale and exhale. And let's begin. So, what is somatic yoga? Let's begin at the roots. The word somatic comes from the Greek soma, which means the living body. Somatic yoga, then, is not about achieving perfect poses or sculpting a flexible body. Instead, it's about reconnecting with the felt experience of being alive in your body. Somatic yoga is a practice of inner listening, it's a slowing down, a softening. It's about tuning into subtle sensations, breath patterns, and energetic flows. Every movement is led not from an external instruction, but from internal awareness. This isn't about pushing or striving, it's about allowing, sensing, and being. Instead of asking, am I doing this right? Somatic yoga asks, what is my body saying right now? Where am I holding tension? And what would feel nourishing in this moment? That shift from performance to presence is where the magic begins. So, let's talk about healing. And to do that, we need to talk about the nervous system. Our bodies are brilliant at storing information, emotions, memories, even trauma. When we experience stress or overwhelm and don't fully process it, that energy often gets lodged in the body. Over time, this can manifest as anxiety, chronic tension, fatigue, pain, or even spiritual numbness. Somatic yoga gently supports nervous system regulation through slow movement, grounding breath work, and safe self awareness. It offers the body an opportunity to do a few things: release trapped survival responses, move out of fight, flight, or freeze, come back into rest and digest, or access the felt sense of safety and wholeness. These small movements are actually deeply profound. You might lie on the floor or explore rocking, spiraling, or stretching in a way that your inner body initiates. There's no agenda, just compassionate inquiry. Now, healing in somatic yoga is not about fixing what's wrong, it's about listening to what's been silenced and honoring it. So, how does this connect to spiritual growth? Well, for so long, many of us were taught to seek spirituality above, in the heavens, in transcendence. And we were asked to be in a mental stillness. But the truth is, the body is sacred ground. The divine lives here too. Somatic yoga invites us to reclaim the body as a spiritual instrument, a place where insight, intuition, and divine connection reside. When you begin to practice somatic yoga regularly, you may start to hear the voice of your inner child again, or feel the presence of your guides more clearly. Maybe recognize where in your body that your soul speaks most. Maybe move in rhythm with nature's cycles and moon phases. And also remember ancestral memories stored in your bones. This work is spiritual remembering. It's feminine, intuitive, and ancient. Your body becomes your oracle, your breath becomes your prayer, and your movement becomes your ritual. So, what actually happens in a somatic yoga class? I know it's hard sometimes to talk about yoga and you want to see it before you go. One of the things is that we begin creating a safe, grounded space. You may be seated or lying down, closing your eyes or softening your gaze. We begin with a few moments of centering, breathing, sensing, and arriving. Then we move, but not in a forced way. Instead of going in traditional yoga poses, we explore gentle floor based sequences. We may Spiral the hips and the spine. We may have breath led gestures like reaching or rocking. Intuitive micro movements that emerge from within begin to occur. Sometimes we move through themes like grounding into the root chakra, or opening the heart, or releasing grief from the hips. Sometimes we just listen. Every class ends with stillness or a guided meditation to help integrate the practice. You're encouraged to move at your own pace through these classes, and you can keep your camera off. You can lie down the whole time if that's what your body needs. This is your sacred space. There's no expectations and there's no pressure. So, who is somatic yoga for? Well, you don't have to be a yogi. You don't need to be flexible, and you don't need to be spiritual enough. Somatic yoga is for anyone who feels disconnected from their body, wants to heal from trauma, stress, or burnout, longs for gentle spiritual reconnection, and desires to feel more grounded, embodied, and alive. This is especially powerful for empaths, healers, mothers, creatives, and anyone in life transitions. It's a healing balm for modern overwhelm. Now, if this resonates with your soul, if your body is whispering yes, I want to invite you to join me for somatic yoga for healing and spiritual growth. It will be held every Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Zoom beginning July the 8th. You can make a love offering by registering at bertena.org and clicking on the tab that says events. There is a link here in this podcast, or you can just send a donation through Venmo at BERTENA. Let me know it's for yoga class, and I will send you the Zoom link. It's a come as you are space. You don't need to prepare anything other than maybe a quiet place, a soft blanket or mat, a journal, and your willingness to listen. Let this be your midweek pause, a time to return to yourself, to breathe deeply, and to be held in a sacred container of healing. So together we move, we feel, and remember. So, thank you for being here with me today, and may the practice support your body, expand your spirit, and remind you that healing does not require hustle. Sometimes all it takes is just one breath, one soft movement, one sacred yes to yourself. Until next time, I'm Bertina, and this is Bertina's Spiritual Sanctuary. Blessings on your path, beloved.